guys, thank you for taking the time to listen to what Child Development and Care has to offer. It's a really great course. It's a vocational certificate, so we look at coursework as a predominant focus, but there is an exam as well. This is a level 2 vocational certificate, and it's graded slightly differently to sort of your English, maths and science. It's graded as an A, B, C or D, so it's not quite the 1 to 9 grading that you might be used to. It's split up into 3 units. The first unit looks at the different types of settings that you might be looking at. So for example, nurseries, childminders, reception classes, and we look at the different types of ones that we've got, where they might be located, and why parents choose to send their children to these settings. We then look at what you would need to be doing if you were on a placement in one of those settings. We look at the responsibilities of an early years worker, so for example keeping the children safe, and we look at what the individual needs of those children are. We look at equality and diversity and how we can celebrate that in different childcare settings. And the last thing that we look at in Unit 1 is your own preferred learning style, so whether you prefer learning through writing or you prefer learning through watching and reading or writing. So we look at how you prefer to learn, and how then knowing your own learning style then affects how you might teach young children. So that's Unit 1, and that has to be done as a coursework portfolio. So you'll have a brief in which you need to answer, and you need to use all of your knowledge from Unit 1 in order to answer that brief. Then we have Unit 2. So Unit 2 is looking at the patterns of development and the age and expected of what they should be. So we look at physical development, language development, intellectual development and social and emotional development, and we look at where a child should be at a certain age. So for example, when should a child be walking, talking, crawling, being able to categorise into colours, etc. So we look at what happens then if a child isn't where they are, and how do we ensure that they progress their learning to their age expected. We also look at holistic development. Now this is development as a whole, so we look at how development as a whole, so all those areas of development, physical, language, social, emotional and intellectual, so that we look at the spiritual growth as well as the sort of physical growth of a child. We then look at observation, so why is it important to observe children in schools, and why does that affect their learning, and then we look at factors that affect their learning. So for example, the birth of a sibling, the death of a grandparent, moving house, starting school, how does that affect their development. We then look at everyday routines and transitions, which is then again, like Unit 1, a coursework portfolio. You have to answer a brief, and you have to create a coursework folder. Now Unit 3 is actually the combination of Unit 1 and Unit 2, and that is an exam. So you've done your Unit 1 coursework and you've done your Unit 2 coursework. Your Unit 3 is the combination of both of those two in an exam format. Now unlike any other options, child development and health and fitness, you have the opportunity to retake that exam if you don't quite get the grade that you are wanting or the grade that you should be getting, which is great because not really any other GCSE options have that option. So you're able to retake it if you don't quite get the grade that you want to, which is great. And this course is great for loads and loads of careers. So for example, if you're wanting to work with children in nursery or a reception class, or you wanted to be a primary school teacher or a nurse or a paediatric doctor, this course is really, really good for that. It's such a versatile course, which means that it's quite broad, so it covers a whole range of different ideas and different theories which you can apply to different careers. If you've got any questions, then please pop me a message and I'll get back to you with an answer to those. And the last thing that I just wanted to speak to you about was the textbook. We have quite a few of these in school, but if you're really dead set on doing this option, then it would be great for you to get one of these textbooks. You can get them off of Amazon, because everything that we do in this course is in this textbook. This is pretty much the Bible for this course. So it's a really good idea to get one of these, and it will help you so much. We have quite a few in school if you are unable to get them. Again, like I said, if you've got any questions, please pop me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.